Have you ever done something so crazy that you've had every bone in your body screaming at you to turn around and abort mission? Hi. Same. This is the 6th tallest skyscraper in New York City. This is the highest outdoor sky deck in New York City. This is where you question every single life decision that has led you to this point. But this is where you face every fear you've ever had and become a new person. Today, I am dishing on everything you need to know to take on and conquer the most adventurous thing you can do in New York City. Before taking on the edge, we could have sworn to you that we thought we knew what heights felt like. If you follow us on Instagram or if you've seen our previous videos, you know that Joaq and I love a good adventure and we love a good roller coaster. So hanging out 1,200 feet above the ground seemed pretty doable. Thing is, nothing could have prepared us for the thrill that was city climb at the edge in Hudson Yards. This was a journey of anticipation, breathtaking views, and an enormous amount of trust in New York City engineers and safety inspectors.
We are about to scale the 6th tallest skyscraper in New York City.
We were excited, we were anxious, sweating out of places you don't want to imagine, and of course, we were running late.
Have your ticket ready.
Now, before you can get to the top, several stages precede this adventure. So definitely keep in mind that you will have to sit in your anxiety for about an hour before even making it out onto the deck. As soon as you arrive to the edge, you are shuffled into a room where you'll meet the remainder of the 5 to 8 person group who woke up and chose insanity that morning. In this room, you'll go through a number of tests, including your weight and height, as well as a few other requirements just to make sure that you meet everything needed to be able to take on this adventure. Here, you'll also be asked to sign a few waivers and you will be breathalyzed. Yes, my friend, no liquid courage, you are doing this live. Now, once everyone has been briefed, tested on their mental states, and read their last rites, just kidding, you will be escorted up with your team about 100 floors to suit up. At this point, you'll be asked to put everything you own in a locker. This goes from phones, cameras, down to the studs on your ears and the pennies in your pocket. Everything that is with you on your person has to go into one of these free lockers. So once you're fully fitted, trained guides will check on your suit, your harness, your gear. They will be zip tying, pulling, and tugging in every direction and handing you off to a few extra guides who will also double, triple, and quadruple check to sign off that you are in fact good to go. Now, if your heart doesn't feel like it's about to jump out of its chest just yet, fear not, because at this point you are taken into a small, dimly lit room where they connect your harness and your gear to a heavy metal trolley that is attached to the skeleton of the building. Pretty much at this point, you and the building have become one. There is no turning back. Now, depending on where you are in line, you will either be first, like I was, or last, to be jolted out into the outdoor deck. From this point on, it's you, the New York City breeze, and a whopping 161 open air staircase staring you straight in the face. Remember when I said that every bone in my body was screaming at me to turn around and abort mission? Yeah. To my left was a railing my entire body wanted to cling on to. Behind me was Joaq and 6 equally excited strangers. And to my right was an unguarded 1,000+ foot drop that only kept getting higher as we kept climbing. Here's the thing, you do make it to the top, what they call the apex, and when you do, your legs might feel like they're about to fall off. However, that feeling is quickly replaced with this shock of knowing that it is your time to lean out of the 6th tallest skyscraper in New York City. Now, before anything, your guides will give you a quick demo, and then it's pretty much your turn to either shit or shine in front of the 6 to 8 strangers who have taken on this adventure with you. I am not kidding when I tell you that this is a mental battle of enormous trust and mental decisions, because at this point you will be asked if you want to lean forward or backwards. And I can promise you that they are both equally paralyzing. But once you realize that all the safety checks have come through for you, it feels like something inside of you changes. Not only are you now a part of this select group of people who have scaled a New York City skyscraper, but you have stared fear, anxiety, and insecurity dead in the face and used it to hold you over 1,200 feet above the ground in possibly one of the craziest adventures you could ever take on. And here's the thing, leaning out above the city truly offers a new perspective on the city that never sleeps. 1,200 feet below you, New York City continues to bustle indifferently. But where you are at that point in time, 1,200 feet above the city, time stands still. Now, if you are planning to visit the Edge in Hudson Yards and to take on the city climb adventure, here are a few things that you should definitely keep in mind. This is an experience for those who are over the age of 18. However, if you do have a 13 to 17-year-old who really wants to take on this adventure, they are allowed to go on city climb as long as they have a participating, sane adult next to them. Tickets for the climb start at $185 per person, and they typically do tend to sell out, especially during high season. And while doing the climb at any time of the day will grant you an amazing view of the entire city, there are specific times that you might want to take advantage. Early morning will give you that early glow. Sunset will also warrant an amazing view. And the one that I would be most excited for if I did this adventure again would be the nighttime option. I mean, I can't even imagine how beautiful this would look at night with the city of New York fully lit up. Between checking in, signing waivers, suiting up, as well as taking on the whole climb experience, you can expect to spend approximately 75 to 90 minutes on the experience as a whole. Keep in mind that City Climb operates year-round in most weather conditions. However, high winds, heavy rain, lightning, and certain extreme temperatures may cause your climb to delay or even fully stop operations. We went mid-December, and while it was freezing, we had a perfect time. Nothing was delayed. It was an amazing experience. Now, if you want to know more, I will link below the FAQ page for the Edge at City Climb. If you have any specific questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Now, the most important question I have for you is, are you taking on this adventure?
Right. So your phone.
So how you
We
feeling?
just did that. We just did
You
that.
survived. How do you feel?
I can't right now.
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
Fun.
10 out of 10.
Fun. 10 out
I'll
of
never
10.
forget
Yes.
it.
Recommend.